Hey, greetings ladies and gentlemen, it's Dan here, your urban treasure hunter with the next installment of my mini training video series. In this short video, we're going to talk about storage auctions and can a storage locker auction be avoided by a defaulted tenant. So stick with me, and if you're not careful, you just might learn a thing or two about storage auctions. So when a tenant is renting a storage unit from a storage facility and they're late on the rent, even if they're even a week or two late, the storage facility will put what's known as an overlock on the tenant's door. That overlock is owned by the storage facility, and only the storage facility can remove it with their own key once the tenant makes their rent current. And the tenant has no access to the belongings they have in that unit as long as the overlock is on their door. So I've been asked in the past, well, can a tenant just enter the storage facility with a bolt cutter, snip off the storage facility's lock, remove their own lock, which they have the key to, and go and recover their stuff? Well, the answer to that question is no, they cannot do that. If a defaulted tenant took it upon themselves to bring a bolt cutter into the storage facility and snip off the overlock, that would be a felony. That is breaking and entering. And, a defaulted tenant doesn't even want to risk such a thing. As you've ever been to a storage facility will know that there are security cameras everywhere recording every little thing that's going on at the storage facility. So it would be a very, very bad, unwise move for a defaulted tenant to try to go in there and take care of things themselves by removing the lock. So if the defaulted tenant is not able to make good on their rent and several months go by, then the storage facility will hold an auction and their stuff will be liquidated at the auction. So the next question is, well, why is the auction even held? If there's potentially good stuff trapped inside that storage unit, why wouldn't the storage facility just go in there and take the stuff themselves, go through it, liquidate it? Why even hold the auction? Well, by law, the storage facility has to hold the auction. If a storage facility owner or manager or the employees ever took off the overlock, snipped off the tenant's lock, and went in there and just took the stuff out themselves, that is also a felony. That is grand larceny. By law, the storage facility has got to hold an auction. Reason is because if the stuff inside the storage unit is sold for a price higher than what is owed on missed rent, that overage in money has got to be returned to the tenant. In other words, let's suppose that a tenant is behind $500 in rent, and at auction the stuff is sold for $600. The only thing the storage facility is entitled to is their missed rent of $500. The overage of $100 has got to be returned, has got to be sent to the defaulted tenant. Now, this is the way that the whole thing is supposed to work, and I've heard from plenty of people, well, I went to an auction and it looked like the place had been ransacked. It looked like the storage facility had already gone through the unit and took out all the good stuff, and now they're just selling whatever crap was left over. And that could be the case. I mean, even though there's rules and laws and things that need to be followed when a storage auction is held, I'm sure it is very difficult for the authorities to enforce those laws and rules. So I'm sure that there are many instances where the storage facility will ransack a defaulted tenant's unit and take stuff that's that they find valuable and just try to auction off the rest. I've heard stories. I've even seen some things for myself. So in a perfect world, it doesn't always happen by the letter of the law. So with all this being said, how is it possible for a defaulted tenant to avoid a storage locker auction? The only way they could do it is with cash, making good on their missed rent in order to save their stuff. So that's it for this video. I hope you have learned a thing or two about the technicalities of a storage auction. If you are interested in treasure hunting or storage auctions, please go visit my blog. I have tons of great information. You can find it there all for free on my blog. Again, my name is Dan. I thank you for checking in, and I will talk to you guys soon.